Hello and welcome to Data Science Corner. This is video 3 of our PySpark series. In this video, we are going to read CSV file into data frame using PySpark. So what we are going to do is we are going to look into how to read a single CSV file. Then we are going to look into reading multiple CSV files from different folders. Then we are going to read multiple CSV files from a single folder. Now let us go to Azure Data Bricks and do the hands-on. Now we are in Azure Data Bricks. So first we need to upload our CSV files in Azure Data Bricks. So before that, before you upload the files, you need to enable DBFS in your system. So for that, you need to go to Settings, Advanced. You need to turn on the DBFS file browser option. Then only you can upload file in Azure Data Bricks. Otherwise, you won't be able to upload. So once it is turned on, go to catalog, check DBFS, go to file store, then click on upload. Now here also. So here, see, I have created 3 folders, CSV 2 files, employee 1 and 2, employee 3 and 4. Like that. When you are uploading, you can give the folder name, any folder name, CSV files. Then click here, go to your file location and upload the files. Okay. So once you have uploaded the files, we can go and work on it. So now let us create a new notebook. Let us go to workspace, PySpark tutorial. Let's create a new notebook. Let's start reading a single CSV file. Let's try to read a single CSV file first. So for that, what we'll do is we'll store the file in the variable df. So in PySpark, there is a method called read.csv. Using that method, we can read the file. So what we'll do is spark.read.csv. Now inside this, we need to pass the path of the file which we want to read. So we'll go to our catalog, DBFS, file store. So here in this folder, employees 1 and 2, I have this file csv1.csv. Click on this drop down arrow, copy path. So now we'll pass this path inside this. Now let us run this. Now let us check the file which we have just read. So for that, we'll use the display method. This df.display. Let's run this. So this is the file we have read where we have employee ID, name and age. However, the column names, right? It's coming as ABC underscore C1, ABC underscore C2. So here it's coming because we have not chosen the header. So here what we'll do is we'll put in comma. We'll write header equal to true. So whatever the column names which are available in our file, those will come as the header in our file when we read it. So let's run this again. Let's run this df.display as well again. So here, so we have employee ID, name, age, employee ID 1, 2, John 30, Ria 25. Now, let us try to read the other file. So we'll do copy this. Okay, before that, let's check the schema of this file, df.schema. Let's run this. See here, employee ID is string type, name is also string type, and age is also a string type. So when you are reading a CSV file using this method, so all these columns, right, they will come as string type. So there is a method called struct type and struct fill. Using those, we can give the predefined data type to the columns. That we'll check later. So let's try to read another CSV file. So let's go here again, catalog. So I'll try to read employees 3 and 4 folder. So here we have CSV 2.csv. Let's copy the path. Let's copy it here. Let's store it in df2. Let's run this. Let's check our file. So here we have employee ID 3 and 4, Smith 35, Karen 28. Let's check the schema of this file as well. Here also the same schema. As I said, employee ID is string type, name string type, age is also string type. Now, so here we are reading one single CSV file. Before we go into reading CSV files, two CSV files, let us try one more method. So here the method is spark.read.csv. There is one more method, spark.read.format.option. Let's try to read using that option as well. Read our CSV file. So df3 equal to spark dot read dot format. So inside this we'll write CSV, then dot option. So here key will be equal to header, value equal to true. Dot load. So inside this load, we need to give the file location. So let us copy this CSV2 file destination. Now let us run this. Let's check this file df3.display. So we are able to read this file as well using this method. Spark.read.format. Inside format, you need to mention what is the format of your file. Like if you're reading a JSON file, you need to put JSON. If you're reading a Parquet file, you need to write Parquet. Now key equal to header and value equal to true because we want the column names which are there in our file to come as the column name in this table as well. Now dot load, inside load you need to give the location of the file. Okay, here also let's check the schema df3 dot schema. It will also be the same which we did before. Employee ID string type, name string type, age is also string type. So this is how you can read one single CSV file, either using spark.read.csv if it is a CSV file, and you can also use spark.read.format.option.load when you are trying to read CSV file or other than CSV file. You can use this option. You can mention the format of the file you are trying to read. So at that time, this becomes very useful. Now, let us try to read two CSV files from two different folders at the same time. We'll try to read at the same time. So let's give this as name. Let's name it as df4. So we need to use the same function spark.read.csv. Now inside this CSV under path, we are going to provide a list containing the two locations of the file, two different locations of the file. So the first one will be, let's go here, let's close it. So we have first folder is employee 1 and 2. Let's click on the drop down, copy path, copy. Let's go back. Let's paste it here. So this is the first location. Now the second location, let's go back, close it. Employee 3 and 4. This is another folder which contains csv2.csv file. Let's copy this path. Let's paste it here. So we are providing a list under path containing the two different locations. Now, comma, header equal to true. Let's run this. Now, let us check our file df4.display. Now, as both the files, right? Both the files CS employee 1 and 2, that csv1.csv contains the same schema, employee ID, name, age. The second file also contains the same schema, employee ID, name, age, ID 34, ID 12. That's why when we are reading these two files, it's coming as a single table with all the informations available in the data. Employee ID, name, age, 3412. So if you have the same schema in different files, you can join them together using this method. If you have different schema for this, the methods are a little different, which we are going to look into in the subsequent videos. Now, we tried to read multiple CSV files from two different folders. So csv1.csv was in this folder, csv2.csv was in this folder. Now suppose in the same folder, you have both the CSV files, then how to read it? So now we are going to read multiple CSV files from a single folder. Let's name it as df5 equal to. It's also very easy. Same method, spark dot read dot csv. Inside this, we'll provide the path of the folder which contains the multiple CSV files. So we'll go here. Let's close it. So I have this CSV2 files folder. Here I have both the CSV files, csv1.csv, csv2.csv. Let's copy this path. Now let us put this path here, comma, header equal to true. Let's run this. df5.display. Let's check this. So it's reading both the files together. Now let's check the schema as well. Let's run this. So the schema is employee ID string type, name is also string type, age is also string type. So how to predefine the data types? Suppose, see, employee ID here, we know that it should be an integer type. Age also should be of integer type, name should be of string type. So there are methods called struct field and struct type, which we can use to define the data types, which we are going to look into subsequent videos. This video is for how to read the data from CSV files. I hope you get an idea about how to read the files. Okay, this is all for today. Thank you.